Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Phil Arno.
And I'm Kim Piazza.
Kim, when I grow up, I'm wondering whether I might need to wear glasses. Now, you've been there, so you might know. I mean,
yeah, I'm all grown up. and it just so happens that I need glasses.
Oh my goodness, that's
not bifocals yet though. So
well, some people who wear glasses or need to wear contacts, I've heard that there may be something out there that will let them get through the day without having to wear the glasses.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had heard the same thing, and so I went ahead and checked out this rumor about having good eyesight minus the contacts, minus the glasses.
And what a coincidence. We have two guests here today, Dr. Dave Bartel and Dr. Mike Murphy, who are with Clarence Eye Center, Clarence Eye Care, and they just happen to be two eye physicians who have a practice that can shape the cornea and allow people to evidently get through the day without having to wear glasses in some cases. Is that correct, Dr.
Absolutely.
Dave?
It's nice to see you both again, and I say again because
nice to see you.
I've been to their establishment, and I've had my corneas worked on by both of these fellows, by these doctors, and it's good to see you, and it's kind of exciting to have the opportunity to tell our audience what you do. So, Dr. Bartels, Dr. Murphy, tell us a little bit about this unique, I don't know that I would call it a procedure.
First question is, not a lot of people know about this procedure, if you will. It's not surgery, it's not invasive. Tell us a little bit about cornea shaping, if that's what it's called.
Yes, what we do is we measure your corneas with a topographer, and then we design a proprietary lens that you're going to wear at night. So you sleep in the lens, and in the morning you wake up and take the lens off and you have perfect vision.
So, when the doctor says that they measure your eyes with a topographer, they've got all of this equipment that you just look into it. It takes pictures and measurements of your eye, and it's just like in the picture we see here, it's a perfect map of the shape of your cornea.
So this is showing a before treatment slide of a topography of a cornea. And after the treatment, do you have the next slide?
If an eye is properly shaped, like
there it is. There's the next slide.
This has a more orderly pattern to it, and that happens if it's got a shape like this, then obviously you can see a little bit better because the shape.
Well, after wearing the contact at night, the corneal mold, it'll change the shape of the eye to more of an oblate pattern like this, and this is where you get the perfect vision from, because it changes the cornea, which then changes the prescription in the eye itself.
And that shape holds throughout the course of the day?
Yes. It's pretty much, sometimes it goes 24 hours, but we shoot for a 16-hour period of perfect vision.
So, it's a really, really cool thing, Phil. I came in and I worked with the doctors, and they took the measurements of my eyes and made this, it's a hard contact, and you put it in at night and you sleep in it. So you don't know it's there, it's not something you're dealing with in your day-to-day life. You wake up in the morning, you take this out of your eyes, and boom, I woke up, I could read the clock. I woke up in the morning, I could see the wall on the other side of the room with no glasses, with no contacts. It was the most amazing thing because you changed the shape of my eye.
Absolutely. No, it's an exciting procedure, and it actually slows down nearsighted progression in young children.
That's kind of a big deal, the ability to slow down.
What's really exciting is if we have kids that are getting worse and worse every year, and really myopia is becoming an epidemic. You're seeing this in Asia, you're seeing it in the US. Huge growth curve as far as the number of people that need glasses because everyone's doing close work on their iPods and their iPads and their computers. So this technology actually stops that progression. It'll lock your kid in so that their vision doesn't get worse and worse year after year. The other benefit is they're glasses and contact lens free during the day. So if they're into sports, you have to worry about sweaty glasses or sport goggles or things that don't fit under their
or losing the
equipment.
contact in the swimming pool or whatever.
And the kids really get engaged. They love it. They love being able to see all day with the freedom of not having glasses, just like many people do with LASIK.
Well, that's a convenience, but what you just said is kind of exciting. It slows down the progression long term of having to need glasses and correction.
My wife and I were both very nearsighted, so we knew our children were going to be at a higher risk for being nearsighted. I had PRK, my wife had LASIK. My son was getting worse year after year. We put him in ortho-K, or corneal reshaping lenses, and he has been stable ever since. And he loves it. Some nights he gets a little lazy. Dad, I don't want to put my lenses in. All right, you can wear your glasses or your contacts tomorrow. No, I'll put them in. I'm okay. I'll do that. So they love it.
There's a freedom for young people or for adults to not have to rely on the contacts and the glasses and even the expense. It's very expensive to keep up with glasses and contacts.
Well, you're going to find, my 2 children, they're 8 years old, were about -1. My wife was fairly nearsighted. So we started both of them at 8 years old, and they're still -1 today. So you can imagine the amount or the expense of going through glasses, because they lose their glasses, they need new glasses every 6 months to a year, and they're becoming more nearsighted. Nearsighted progression is quite an epidemic. Unfortunately, it leads to higher incidences of glaucoma, retinal detachment. So if you have a child that you can keep about a -1 or lower power, it's going to be much healthier when they get older.
And this is not new technology either. It's been around for a little while, hasn't it?
What has happened is the technology has advanced, and the materials of the contact lens materials have advanced to the point where now you can sleep in the material, and you can actually measure the changes to the cornea. Those slides earlier were kind of showing what exactly happens. Before, you really couldn't tell what was going on, and now you can actually document the changes.
Because of the measurements and that red circle that we saw in the center. That red circle was
that's a treatment. That's
key.
It's a very safe procedure. It was FDA approved. It's been around since the 60s. It's non-invasive. It's reversible.
It's like a battery charge. If a kid stops wearing the contact because he doesn't like it or something goes on, he will revert back to where he was, but it's not a permanent condition.
And to be clear, no pun intended, this is not just for children. Adults can benefit from this
Absolutely.
as well.
Adults do very well with it. Very well with it.
So someone who may be LASIK averse or a little concerned about doing a irreversible procedure can definitely come in and get a consultation, see if they're a good candidate.
I know that lots of people, get LASIK. LASIK to me is kind of scary, and something that with a contact lens, it just, at least for me, it was more settling. I felt more comfortable and a lot less expensive as well.
I think all these technologies have their place. It's just finding the person and what modality fits their lifestyle and them the best.
Now, how many people, what percentage of the population would benefit from a procedure like the corneal shaping?
Well, any type of nearsighted person, as long as they have a corneal-based issue, will benefit from the procedure. We have people that are up actually in -7, so it runs the gamut.
-7 who've come in for the corneal reshaping.
Yes, and they wear
That's
the contacts. They love it. They love it.
And so then someone with a -7 comes in, does your corneal reshaping therapy, and
the next day they take their contacts out, or it might take a couple days, but they remove their contact, and they're seeing 20/20. Now that will wear off, so obviously a -7 has to wear their contact every single night, where a -2 or 3 may get away with a 24-hour wear. I mean, a 48-hour wear.
a 48-hour wear, and then
so there are a lot of kids we have, they wear their contacts, so they don't wear them over the weekends. They do just fine over the weekends, and then they start wearing them Sunday night again for school.
Because that's just been enough to hold.
Exactly.
And in Western New York, you're the ones who primarily do this kind of service.
Yeah, we have the equipment, and we've had over 15 years experience of doing it, so we pretty much are the go-to guys.
You have 15 years of experience working with corneal reshaping, but between the two of you, nearly 50 years of experience with our community and with helping us to see better.
That's right.
And we're going to go to break, but we will be back to learn more about different options we have to look good and to see very well.